Mountain village, winter morning. A snow-covered frontier town slumbers beneath a pale sun. Wind whistles between timber homes. Smoke curls from chimneys. A church bell tolls, solemn and unrelenting. Women clutch their children. Men mutter scripture. A crooked wooden sign reads, "Purified in fire. Mount Devout Settlement." Down the center of the square, Evelyn Grayson, 28, is dragged barefoot through the snow by two stern-looking townsmen. Her face is bruised, one eye swollen, her dress torn. In her arms, two wailing infants wrapped in burlap. A crowd gathers. Scorn ripples through their ranks. Pastor Bell, 50s, bony and cruel, raises his voice like thunder. Pastor Bell, sin begets sin. A woman widowed, and then with child? Twins, not of man, but of devil's design. Murmurs, gasps. One old woman spits at Evelyn's feet. Villager, sneering. Double girls means double sin. Evelyn holds her babies tighter, her lips cracked, her eyes burning from more than just cold. Edge of town day. At the outskirts of the village, a sled is shoved into the snow. On it, a thin blanket and nothing else. The babies cry. Evelyn's boots are taken from her. Her coat, too. She's shoved forward. The gates close behind her. The wind howls. Evelyn whispers to her daughters, "I don't know what waits out there, but it can't be colder than their hearts." She grips the sled rope with frostbitten hands and begins pulling her daughters into the white unknown. Snowy wilderness. Montage. Evelyn stumbling through drifts, knees buckling. One baby coughing, the other silent. Wolves howling nearby. Evelyn hallucinating her late husband, reaching for him, then collapsing. Frozen stream, night. The moon hangs low. Evelyn slumps beside a stream glazed in ice. Her arms cradle the babies close, but her head hangs, breath barely visible. Suddenly, hoofbeats. A lone rider in a duster coat appears through the snow. Jack Hawthorne, mid-30s. His beard is thick, his eyes wary, his rifle slung behind him. He reins in his horse. He sees the bundle, hears the faint cries. Slowly he dismounts, kneels, touches Evelyn's pulse. Alive. Barely. He doesn't speak, just moves with purpose. He lifts Evelyn onto the saddle, ties the babies against his chest, then rides into the white abyss. Ranch cabin night. A fire crackles. Shadows flicker on log walls. A blizzard rages outside. Evelyn blinks awake, warm, disoriented. Her eyes dart. She's on a straw mattress, wrapped in wool. Her babies lie beside her, swaddled and fed. Across the room, Jack feeds one of the twins with a tin cup and goat's milk. Evelyn gasps. She tries to crawl toward him, arms trembling. Jack. Softly. They're warm. That's what matters. He stands, walks over, sets the cup beside her, offers her water. She hesitates, then drinks. Jack says nothing more. He picks up firewood, tosses it into the flame, then walks out the door into the storm. Evelyn VO. I didn't know if he was a savior or just another kind of punishment. EXT, Ranchland Day. The land breathes with quiet resilience. Snow has begun to melt, revealing stubborn earth beneath. Chickens peck. Smoke curls from the chimney. Evelyn chops wood with steady hands. Her cheeks are fuller now, her eyes more alert. A small fire burns beside her as her twin girls giggle in a laundry basket, wrapped in furs. Nearby, Jack watches her from a corral, holding a rifle. He gestures. Evelyn walks over. Jack hands her the weapon. Gently. Jack. You ever hold one? Evelyn. Just once. Aimed at me. Jack gives a dry smirk. Shows her how to hold it. How to sight. She fires. Misses. Tries again. Hits a tin can. Her smile is faint, but real. Jack doesn't comment. Just nods. Ranchland later. Montage of trust blooming. Evelyn laughs as Jack teaches her to rope a bale of hay. Jack wipes one of the baby's mouths with the corner of his sleeve. They repair the chicken coop together, shoulder to shoulder. Jack leaves a hand-carved rattle by the twins' basket. Evelyn finds it, pauses, then smiles to herself. Ranch perimeter. Day. Hoofbeats. Distant dust rises on the trail. Evelyn's smile fades. She shields her eyes. A group of townsmen ride up, led by none other than Pastor Bell, his white collar stark against his black coat. Several others carry rifles. Jack steps out from the barn, rifle slung but not drawn. He stands in front of Evelyn. Pastor Bell. Sharp. There she is. The devil's womb. The Lord don't allow harlots to squat in his wilderness. Evelyn clenches her fists. Bell's eyes narrow on the twins in the basket. Bell gestures. 2 men move toward her. Jack steps forward. Eyes steel. Jack. She's claimed now. By me. The men hesitate. Murmurs pass among them. Bell spits into the snow. Pastor Bell. She ain't cattle. Hawthorne. Jack. Didn't say she was. But if you're thinking of dragging her back over snow and thorns, you're gonna have to come through me first. Silence. One of the townsmen glances toward the crying babies, suddenly uncomfortable. Bell scowls, turns his horse. Pastor Bell. This ain't over. They ride off. Cabin night. The tension crackles as loudly as the firewood. Evelyn paces while Jack removes his coat. She spins toward him, furious. Evelyn, you don't own me. I didn't ask to be claimed like some runaway mule. Jack looks up, quiet. Doesn't defend himself. Just watches her. Jack, didn't say you were. Just figured you shouldn't hang alone again. A beat. The words sting. But they settle somewhere softer. She exhales. She sits across from him at the table. They eat in silence. The babies coo in the background. Their hands brush as they reach for the bread. They don't speak of it. Ridge beyond the cabin, night. A figure watches from the trees. Silas Grimm, 40s. A bounty hunter with skin like leather and a jaw chewed by time. Leans against a pine. A glint in his eye as he spies the cabin. Through his rifle scope, he watches the basket where the babies sleep. Grim. To himself. 2 little birds. They fetch a good coin south of the border. He grins. Just enough to show 2 gold teeth. Cabin, early morning. Jack stands outside, scanning the snow. He kneels, fingers tracing a half-boot, half-hoof print by the woodpile. He goes still. His breath clouds in the air. Flash of memory. A fire. Screaming. A woman's body clutching a baby. A locket clutched in a charred hand. Jack's eyes narrow. He looks inside the cabin. One of the twins now gnaws on that very locket, the same one that belonged to his murdered wife. Cabin moments later. Evelyn finds Jack at the workbench. He's sharpening his Bowie knife, face like stone. She watches him a moment. Evelyn, something wrong? Jack doesn't answer right away. Then, Jack, you stay ready. You don't gotta get ready. He wipes the blade clean, walks past her, checking the lock on the door. Evelyn clutches the locket from the baby's mouth, looks at it, then at him. Her eyes search his, but he's already outside, rifle slung, watching the tree line. Ridge trail, night. Snow crunches under hooves. Jack Hawthorne leads a small wagon up the winding trail. Behind him, Evelyn huddles beneath a thick blanket, cradling her twins. Her breath fogs in the frigid air. Jack's eyes scan the trees. Every step forward is a step into memory. This trail once carried the laughter of a girl with red boots and a song in her heart. Now it carried ghosts and a second chance. Jack slows as they reach the crest, a bluff overlooking endless pine and white-covered valley. White Rock Ridge, stone outpost night. Built into the rocky hillside is a stone bunker, primitive, hidden, a fireplace chimney, the only clue it exists. Jack unlocks the heavy wooden door. Inside, Sparse furnishings, hunting gear, dry food, weapons. Safety of a kind. Stone outpost night. Jack boards the windows and checks traps. Evelyn lays her daughters on a bed of wool near the hearth. He kneels beside her. Quiet. Intent. Jack, you're not what they did to you. You're what you survived. Evelyn turns, eyes soft but wary. Evelyn, I never knew a man could speak like that. Jack, I never knew I still could. She says nothing, but she doesn't look away. Valley below, sunrise. The sun peaks over the mountains. Below, Silas Grimm and 5 armed riders approach slowly through the trees. Grimm scans the ridge with binoculars. One of his men pulls out an old locket, swings it on a finger. Grimm, grinning, let's bury the past once and for all. Stone outpost, dawn. Jack sips coffee by the window. A glint of sunlight reflects off a scope in the woods. Jack, to Evelyn. They're here. He hands her a rifle, checks his knife, loads bullets. Jack, CONT'd. Stay with them. Shoot only if they breach. Evelyn, I don't want to, but I will. Forested ridge, minutes later. The invaders move cautiously. Jack's traps are everywhere. Tripwires, rigged arrows, hidden spikes. Boom. A tripwire explodes. One man flies back, dead before he lands. Screams echo. Another is caught in a snare and dragged into a ravine. Panic spreads. Jack fires from cover. Sharp. Precise. Controlled. He disappears like a ghost into the trees. Stone outpost, back entrance. A man crashes through a rear window. Evelyn screams. The twins cry. She raises her rifle, hands shaking, and fires. Bang. The intruder falls. Evelyn drops to her knees, weeping. She's never taken a life before. Jack returns moments later. Sees the body. He kneels beside her, places a hand over hers. Jack, softly. You did what you had to. Ridge edge. Final showdown late morning. Smoke lingers. Bodies lay scattered in the snow. Only Grimm remains. Jack steps out of the mist. Rifle slung. Knife drawn. Grimm, sneering. Didn't think you'd crawl from that grave you dug yourself years back. Jack, you crawled first, dragging the devil with you. They clash. Brutal. No rules. No mercy. Jack lands a punch. Grimm stabs him in the gut. Jack roars in pain, but headbutts Grimm and tackles him down a slope. They tumble into the snow below. Grimm mounts Jack, knife raised, but Jack sees something glinting beside him. A rusted blacksmith's hammer. He grabs it, crack. Grimm's skull splits. He slumps lifeless into the snow. Jack falls back, breathing ragged. Blood seeps through his coat. EXT, ridge, moments later. Evelyn arrives, clutching the twins. She drops beside him. Evelyn sobbing. Don't you die now. You're the only thing we've got. Jack touches her cheek, weakly. Jack whispers. You made it warm again. His hand drops. Fade to black. Small town schoolhouse, months later, spring. Children's laughter rings out. The twins, now chubby and toddling, run through the grass. Evelyn watches from nearby, hanging laundry. A small home stands behind her. New, modest, safe. Jack limps up the path. Scarred. Slower. But alive. A local schoolteacher watches him admire the girls. Teacher, they yours? Jack smiles, eyes misting. Jack, they're not mine, but I'm theirs. He'd buried everything that once made him a man, until a widow and 2 tiny girls made him whole again. If this story touched your heart, if you believe redemption can come even to the lost and broken, please hit that like button and share this video. Some wounds run deep, but sometimes a second chance doesn't arrive with thunder. It arrives on horseback, in the cold, with firewood and silence. Tell us in the comments, have you ever found family where you least expected it? And don't forget to subscribe. More powerful stories like this are just around the bend. Your support helps us keep these voices alive.